Well, hello and welcome to the tutorial on how to switch to Mac. Maybe you've come from Windows or maybe even from Linux or something else like that. Well, the switch is pretty easy. Many people think, oh, it's too hard. I'm not going to make an effort. It's not hard. It's very easy. Now let's say you got a new Mac, okay? And this is what your new Mac looks like when you get it. Basically, roughly, maybe there'll be a different background picture, but basically this is what you're probably going to get. This is what it's going to look like. Okay. And if you're a Windows user, you're wondering, okay, where do I start? Because you're used to the start button, right? Well, there's a very easy place to start. See this icon? It's called Launchpad. And the name makes sense too, because you can launch any program from here you like. Now, I've organized my Launchpad differently. Normally, all your apps will, be out of these folders. I've made these folders myself, at least most of them. But that's just how I like to organize my Launchpad. And that's another nice thing. You can organize it just how you like. And I can pull stuff out of here. Let's say I want to, okay, I'm going to say I want to make Calendar, or no, Pixlr more accessible. So I'm going to pull that out. There we go. There we go. It's really easy. And then you can also just put stuff right back in there. And it's pretty easy to organize, And then to get out of here, you're in Windows, again, you're used to an X button or, like a close button. Just hit anywhere away from from the icons, or you can hit escape. Either way. All right. Now, next you're wondering, okay, how do I get to my files? Easy. This is Finder. It's kind of like Windows Explorer. It's like the Mac version. And when you open Finder, it'll probably take you directly to your All My Files folder. It's not really a folder, it's more of it just shows all your recent files, and it's really nice, because sometimes, because I'm a programmer, I make icons and stuff. So it's very easy for me to, like when I'm using Xcode, which is the Apple programming um, program, IDE, it's really easy, like if I've just, made a graphic or something, I can just drag and drop that graphic from Finder into Xcode. Just drag and drop. And it's really easy. I can go to all my files, and it's right there. I don't have to go hunting for it or anything like that. So it's very convenient. iCloud Drive. Now, you may not be using iCloud Drive if you haven't set it up with an Apple ID. But if you have set up with an Apple ID, you'll see all your iCloud Drive stuff here. And I've even created extra folders, and I'm storing stuff in iCloud Drive. So, all right. Now, AirDrop you'll use with other Macs and iOS devices. AirDrop, basically, you can transfer files via Bluetooth, and it's really convenient from iOS devices or Mac. It's really nice. This applications folder, it just shows you all your applications that you have. And I have more applications than this, but because I've organized my Launchpad differently, oh yeah, see, there we go. It takes a moment to load. Yep. And then this will be your desktop. These are all my files on my desktop. Documents, kind of like Windows, right? You have a documents folder. Exactly. Okay, you also have your downloads folder. This will be very familiar. And in Windows Explorer, you'll remember the videos library. This is basically the same thing, except Apple calls it movies. I like the word videos better, but whatever. That's what it is. And then this is your music folder, just like in Windows Explorer. Also your pictures folder. Some of these things are kind of similar, except your stuff, the design is different. It also shows your devices. Like if I plug in an external drive, it'll show up here. Also, it shows me other people that are connected to the same network that I'm connected to. And these are tags. They're very useful. You can tag something. I believe I've not really done it. So I've added a red tag. So now, if I do that, then let's say I need to mark files that certain files that I need to, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm just going to add them all into my Xcode project. I'm thinking programming, okay? So, okay, I need to add this folder, let's say, and then I'm going to go into all my files, and I need to add this full-size render here. So I just mark that with a red tag. Then I can go under my red tags, and there you go. It's a very nice way to see your stuff. I'm going to untag this. So it's no longer tagged like that. And also you may be wondering, okay, that's all nice, but I don't see a clear way to, delete folders and stuff. Well, it's not hard. You just click this little button here. You got all these options: new folder, open a new tab. When you do that, then it just shows a new tab, which is also pretty convenient. Move to trash, and well, stop for here for a minute. The trash is basically like recycle bin in Windows. So all your, stuff, your documents you've deleted, they go right in here. Oh. All right. And then you can, get info. That's kind of like properties in Windows. Similar thing. And then you got all kinds of other tools. So in services, it'll connect with other apps. I have TeamViewer. You can send files through there. You can shred, and I have an app called File Shredder. So yeah, all that stuff. It's nice. So that's the basics of Finder. There are more things in Finder, but yeah. All right. Now maybe next you're thinking, all right, that's all good, but I need to get on the web. No problem. Safari, right here. Safari is basically Apple's web browser, but hey, maybe you like Chrome. You can get Chrome on your Mac, no problem. So, but I'll show you some of the cool things about Safari. I've got a lot of pages open, so it's going to take a little bit here. And let me open a new tab here so we can get some ideas. All right, so basically this is like your reading list. You can add stuff to your reading list so you can get to it quickly. It's kind of nice. And then you can also add pinned sites, which basically they're pinned there. So every time you open Safari, that site will be there for you. So I pinned Apple and another site I need to remember. So it's nice. And so, yeah. And then there's some other cool things. Like, let me see. Do I have a video open here? Yeah, I do have a video open here. So let's say you're playing a video. And let's say you're in another tab. So I'm gonna go to just over here. And then when that video starts playing, it's in a different tab, right? And you're like, where's this video coming from, right? Well, then there'll be a really cool mute button that comes up right here, and then it'll also come up on the tab that's right there. I don't know why YouTube is being fussy, but normally that's what you'll see. So, oh, maybe it's coming. YouTube has been fussy these days. Oh, there's an ad. Okay. And wait for that. And see, there it is already. You have the convenient mute button. So I just muted it, and the ad is gone. And of course there. Oh yeah, I have to skip it. But yeah, so I can unmute it just by hitting this button.
Now let's go ahead.
So yeah, it's very convenient. I'm going to close that. All right. So those are just some basic, tricks in Safari. Of course, Safari is a lot more than that. It's all web browsers. It's pretty simple. You just type in whatever, But yeah, so that's that. I'm gonna quit that. And I know there are a lot of people that they like Gmail. Yeah, that's fine. And sometimes they like to use it in their browser. That's fine too. But you can hook it up with mail. I'm not gonna open up my mail just for privacy, stuff. But yeah, the mail app, it's a good app, and you can connect any kind of account. Contacts, you can just add your contacts in there. Calendar, I'll open that one. It's pretty nice. You can see all your stuff. You can hook up other calendars, I believe. I don't have much on my calendar, but yeah. So it's a pretty simple calendar. It's nice though. You have day view. I like day view. And you can go to today, of course. It's pretty convenient. You can see the whole month. You can even go by year. So yeah, it's a convenient, nice little calendar. And notes, it's a really nice because you can, organize all your notes and stuff. You can take notes, like let's say maybe you have an iOS device, okay? You've taken notes on it. Well, it'll sync directly to your Mac. So you get all the notes you've made on your iPhone, your iPad, or your iPod Touch or whatever. If it's synced if it's connected to the internet, it'll sync right on here. And it's got some nice features. It's simple, but at the same time, it's got some nice features. This formatting. I believe this is to add pictures. Yeah, I think they should improve this part because then I don't like that. But you can add checklists, which is really nice. And then you can check it off. That's nice. So yeah, I think they have some good stuff going here. Yeah, I still have more things to explore. Anyways, yeah, so it's nice. Reminders is like a really good tool. So if you ever use Siri on iOS, you tell Siri, "Hey Siri, just do this for me." She'll add it into your reminders list, and it'll also show up on your Mac. You can also add reminders manually. And then to edit it, you just click that little button, and then you just set your stuff. So I'm gonna delete it. Delete it there. So yeah, it's got some nice stuff. Maps is also something to get excited about. It's got some really nice features that you can use. It's nice. I just zoom out with my fingers here on the trackpad. So, and it's got all kinds of nice features. Whoops, I didn't want to do that. You can do satellite view. I like satellite. And you can do 3D view. It's pretty cool. It shows you. It's loading there. It shows you during the night there. That's really cool. So yeah, it's got some nice features. You can zoom all the way out like that if even. So yeah, and you can search stuff and show your location, and you got all kinds of. It's a great app. It's a great app. Not quite as advanced as Google Earth though. This is where I don't use the Photos app, honestly. I just organize them on an external drive, but if you want to use the Photos app, you can. If you've got iMessage on your iOS device, then you'll be very familiar with iMessages on your Mac. It's for privacy purposes. I'm not going to open it, but yeah, it's really nice. Yeah, it's just great for messaging and all kinds of stuff. FaceTime is awesome. It's not exactly as advanced as Skype, but the quality is so much better. It's amazing, the quality. Alright, so we'll move on. So maybe you're used to, like maybe you've been a big fan of Word and Excel and PowerPoint. Yeah, those are all great applications, sure. But maybe you got a Mac, you're loving it, but you're like, I don't want to have to pay 120 more bucks to get it on my Mac. You don't have to. The Mac already comes with Pages, Numbers, and Keynote, which Pages is like Word, Numbers is like Excel, and Keynote is like PowerPoint. And they're very convenient apps. You just click New Document, and they don't have as many templates as Word, because Word is, still more popular right now. But, it's got some nice stuff. Now, when you choose your document, you're going to get a user interface completely different from Word. It's like, whoa, where am I? Well, to change, common stuff, you got your font, your options, whatever these are called, styling options, I guess. Your alignment, your bullets and stuff. It's all there. It's in a way, it's not exactly as intuitive as Word, but once you figure out how it works, it works great. I use Pages nearly every day. So you can choose your layout. It's got all the Word stuff. It's just it's not as clear to someone who's been using Word. I don't know what's happening here. Whenever I record video, it's always slows down a little bit. All right. Yeah, so it's got all kinds of cool stuff. You can add text box, a chart, table. I've never used any of these features, but they're cool. You can insert stuff. So yeah, it's great. So that's Pages. Numbers is a very, very convenient tool. I find Numbers really awesome. It's really nice. And once again, not as many templates as Excel, but it's still, you know, pretty cool. I'm just gonna start with a blank. And you see the setup is a little bit like Pages, right? So you can just, like, I'm gonna type in finances just to give an example. I'm just gonna say, let's say I earned $10 here. Not a lot, but yeah, $10. And then yesterday I got, somehow I earned $50 maybe. Okay, I'm gonna put the total here, and you got the same feature Excel has. Just go like that, and there you go. And I like to put this, whoops, oh, okay. I like to put that in bold. So if you go to text right here, just hit bold. And then something that's more intuitive than Excel is that it's more clear where you're adding a row. Add row below. Now I can add something else. This isn't exactly in order, but and then even if I don't put the, see that, it's nice. It's a little bit more clear there. And there are all kinds of other features. I'm not going to go through them all, but you get the basic idea. It's easy and fun to use. All right, Keynote has some exciting stuff itself. Keynote, it again, not as many templates, but a lot of cool animations. I'll show you a few. I'll start. I like this gradient theme. Let's choose that one. Okay. And the reason why it's double click to edit is because when you just click that, then you're editing just the formatting and stuff, which does seem a little bit weird, but that's kind of that's just how it works. It's, you know, a little bit weird that you have to double click to edit it. But anyways, you know, that's how it works. So I'm just gonna say presentation. Some cool Keynote effects. Okay, I'm gonna add a new slide. This is easy. They used to have a add new slide down here, but they changed it to up there. I don't really mind. It's either way is nice. Okay, so I'm gonna give you some examples here. First, I'm gonna add some stuff. So I'm trying to. Oh yeah, animate. That's right. Where are all the cool ones? Oh yeah, these ones are cool. That one's really cool. Okay, so I'm gonna add another one. You can also do transition effects between slides. I'm gonna add one here. So I'm just showing you some cool ones. They're really cool. There's also I'm gonna do one of my favorites. I think there's a fire effect if I'm not mistaken. Fireworks maybe? Oh. I thought there was a different one. Flame maybe it was. Yeah, that one's really cool. So anyways, you get the idea. There's a lot of other cool things in Keynote, but I'll let you discover that yourself. And just start your, let me go back. To start your presentation, you just pretty cool. Hopefully that didn't mess up the video. Alright, I'll delete that. Alright, and you probably already know what iTunes is. It's where you can buy, you know, music and stuff, and I'll let you explore that yourself. iBooks, it's kind of like eBooks, but you can download iBooks and yeah, there's some good stuff on there. Um, there's not everything's good though. So the App Store is very important. You'll use it to get apps and stuff. Like let's say you wanted to get what was a popular app? I'm trying to think of. What's the app I have? Just any like updates even for your Mac, and just any other apps that you need. The App Store is the best place to search. Now the Mac App Store still they need to put more apps on there, but we're getting there. There's gonna be more and more. It's the best place to search for apps because you'll get the highest quality apps there. Finally, we've got system preferences here. And with system preferences, you can change. Basically, you can change system preferences, and it's less confusing than especially the new Windows versions that have PC settings, but they also have control panel, and you don't know where to go to, change the setting. So there's only one setting you can change your all kinds of stuff. It's pretty simple. They've made it a lot simpler than control paneling and stuff. So yeah. And so a couple other quick facts. Your downloads folder is automatically pinned here. You can resize your dock by you can just hit dock preferences there, and you can change where it's positioned. You can have it on the right if you want, and then you can put it back on the bottom. Then you can do magnification, which is a pretty cool effect. You can do it a lot. I don't like it to use it that much. It's kind of annoying to me, but you can have it. Can't even tell there. Yeah, so, and then you can change the size of the dock. So anyways, yeah, so, and then you'll find all your common actions over here. And at the end of the day, you're wondering, okay, how do I shut down my Mac? It's very easy. Just click the Apple menu, just click shut down, and then you'll have the option here, and if you do nothing, it'll automatically shut down in 60 seconds. So you can even reopen Windows when you log back in. So anyways, that's basically the introduction to Mac. You should be fully capable in using your Mac now, and I'm telling you, I made the switch. It was a little bit weird at first. In 3 days, I was completely used to my Mac. In a week, I was completely at home with it. It was awesome. So, so I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope you can find the switch a little bit easier, because that's the hard part about switching from Windows to Mac, just getting switched, because it's a different mindset. Alright, so keep looking for more MNC coding videos, and I will see you next time.